Boop. Just checking to make sure the volume moves. Good evening. Let's see. Game audio's come on. Cool. Good evening. I'm finally coming back to ASTLIBRA revision. I may have run a parallel save file. Just poking this a little bit. Showing it very briefly in the save menu. That doesn't mean I burned myself out on the game though. It was a scouting run to make sure I know I can beat the game. And we'll find out together, won't we? Also, I just wanted to keep playing. But pertinent to the stream playthrough, I did actually do some things in between streams because I was a bit worried about grinding. With the, hold on a minute. Can we hold on a minute. So I don't think we really need this at the moment. There we go. Right. Anyway, I was worried about grinding. So I ended up picking up a bunch of equipment, which I might have even done on stream, but I also leveled it up to the point where it was like nearly able to be mastered, except for the magical lightning staff, because this is going to take a while. This thing takes a while to master. Let's see, what else do I have? Yeah, these shields nearly mastered. Each one. And then do I have any armor? This one? I'm gonna have to refamiliarize myself with what I actually have on this file because it's been a bit for me. And I believe we left off on a cliffhanger as well. Because oh God, I don't even remember what happened most recently. We went to the bar, and I think Kuro was there, or someone. Someone was there, and that was definitely interesting, but I'm going to do something a bit more interesting for me right now, which is to go to the arena. Actually, no, I can't do this yet. I'm actually going to master my equipment. I'm going to start with something relaxed. So let's see if I can remember how to play. I probably will. Get the partisan going. And the dark mail. We'll see what we get. I didn't want to master the equipment off screen properly because I wanted it to actually be shown, like what we get. Got some magical crystals. Is this guy up here? Throw a bird at him. No problem. Typical gremlin superhero conduct. Superhero? Just regular hero. Always a little bit worried about that fire breath, because I remember that fire breath does petrify you. Art of Thievery. Right. Art of Thievery is something I'm not sure what it does. Believe it or not. It makes enemies and objects more likely to drop material items. And that seems straightforward. Just making sure okay. And that seems straightforward. Art of Thievery seems really straightforward. But I don't know what a material item is. Because I've equipped this before, and I'm not sure if it makes, like, monster materials more likely to drop. Or if it's like food. I think it maybe makes food more likely to drop. I mean, food is still valuable, so we'll go for it, but in the free slot, you know, we don't want to go too wild. Mage's Staff, what is this one again? Right. Shoots a projectile straight ahead, and then it goes straight down. Eye medicine. I don't think I even have any int at the moment. Yeah, see, look at that. I got milk from a rock. Pretty typical item economy in ASTLIBRA, to be honest. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, hold on. Is this good? No. Dang. I thought I had an advantageous position here. I was hoping. Also get a shield on. God's sake. Alright. What else can I get? Oh god, all the space here is really confined. What do I have on my down spell? Oh, it's like a projectile, I think. Maybe do this? Yeah, there we go. That cleared that out quite well. Let's see. Shield's almost done. Ice Crash. Weird as heck magic to get on the shield. This one generates icicles at the end of armor slash. This is Charon magic I've not ever made good use of. Do I have enough to equip it? I might be able to. I'm not gonna. Well, I'll keep mining. I don't think I need treasure chest assistance right now. Oh, maybe I don't need tank either. Eh, drop tank. Keep Charon's nose. We'll get Ice Crash. Yeah, this makes a little tiny ice nodule on the ground if you do a slam attack. And I'm not entirely convinced of its damage potential. It seems to do like 100 right now, which isn't awful, but it might also be scaling based on weapon. Oh, LED. LED's really good. I mean, LEDs would be good. We seem to be in a pretty conventional fantasy setting. So, I mean, sure. What'll it do? Illuminate the world? Yeah. It makes torches as bright as lanterns. You're still holding a live fire in your hands. Let's not get too crazy. It's not an LED or anything. But, I mean, it's as bright as one. Sure. Gotta level up Ascalon as well, because this is a really important weapon to have. Or this is a really important one for me to have at the moment. Because Ascalon's Charon magic is one of the most interesting ones to me. Because normally I hate effects like this. I might be teasing it a bit too much. But I want to actually show this off because it is genuinely really interesting to me. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Do I have the boots on? Oh, thank God. I got the boots on. So let's see what we get for leveling up Ascalon real quick. Because this one's going to be really important. Berserk. Okay. So Berserk, this is Charon magic that's really good in very specific situations. Because there are some situations where dying isn't much of a consequence. Attack power increased by 3 times, but you will die in 1 hit. Great for boss fights if you intend to do them with no damage. Also great for arena challenges where you die in 1 hit. Because, I mean, you may as well at that point, right? You may as well just run Berserk. Yeah, it's Heaven or Hell mode. It's good stuff. I actually saw Berserk. I remember the first time I saw Berserk in this game, and I thought, well, this ability sucks. I'll never use this. And then over time, unlike any other effect like that in a game, I actually just came around to it, started liking it a lot more. It's genuinely really good. And I mean, I would say if you're playing on impossible difficulty, you may as well use it at that point. Nice afternoon or hell mode. Yeah, it's not quite you one-shotting things. Pretty close though. It's pretty solid. Oh god. I'm currently auto guard. Okay. Auto guard is, I think, kind of bad. I did a lot of testing with Charon magic. Is one of the things that happened between last session and this one. And auto guard has a bug. But it's kind of nice in theory for like learning. Consumes 30% of your maximum ST to guard you automatically. Only activates when you have enough ST. So it is kind of nice. It is kind of nice in that it will protect you automatically, but there's a bug with it. In that I believe if you take damage from bleed, it drains your ST, but doesn't prevent the damage. It's a bit of a situational bug. So it's not like the worst situation you could possibly be in with that magic, but it does have a bit of a weird bug in that. I get that. Get a couple points in each stat here. That catches me up. And then I don't know, look. ASTLIBRA protagonist desperately pressing their shield against their wounds, trying to hold the blood in. It makes sense. That would drain my stamina too, if I were doing that. Sometimes I just wish he was smarter, you know? Didn't master the shield yet, did I? So yeah, I don't know if you were here whenever I said it, but between last time and this time, I got a bunch of experience for a bunch of my equipment, to the point that I could reveal the various magic learned with much less grinding time. Oh, God, are we not there yet? Come on, I'm really impatient. This one I don't even know if this is gonna give me anything. This could just be like Recovery Guard. Oh, okay. Recovery Guard is really good. I really like Recovery Guard. Well, I don't like it that much, but it's okay. Just Guard will recover a small amount of HP. Does not activate if your shield is broken. So perfectly timed block with a shield will recover a small amount of HP. Just Guard has been a mechanic this whole time, by the way. Which I low-key just think is really, really funny. Trying to get the Just Guard. It's like a really tiny sound these guys make when they're about to attack. I have some beef with parry mechanics. Yeah, it's pretty tight in this game as well. It doesn't help. Come on. See, I didn't get it from that. And you'd think I would have. There it is. You do seem to recover the same amount of health you would have lost from the attack, though. So that makes it super cool, actually. It's a pretty powerful heal on harder difficulties. On lower difficulties, it might not be that good. I'm going to test that, actually. Hold on. I got really, like, numbers curious about this game in the interim. Oh, God. Oh, no. Why can I not jump? What the hell? Okay, that was terrifying. I'm sure the task gets a lot of use out of that. Honestly, it's way too hard to trigger. In my opinion. I don't, like, it genuinely feels kind of like a super guard timing. But, like, yeah, hold on. I'm going to try to... Yeah, I triggered it there. 591. If I get hit, I go to 473. I'm going to hit him one more time. 353. So if I parry this... Dang it. Dang it. Okay, hold on. I need to heal. The problem with parry mechanics. Or... Oh, come on, man. There. The testing did not help. Hit me. 409. Come on. 527. It's a little bit less than the amount of damage you would have taken. Maybe it's just like 20%. I don't know. I would perhaps have to do somewhat more extensive testing. Is a significant amount of healing. It's way too risky to try to pull it off, though. Also, I tested it with auto guard, and unfortunately, auto guard does not give you a just guard, even though it happens at the moment you get hit. That is one of the things I did play with as well. Let's see. Do I prefer? I'll just keep recovery guard on. Now you can save. All right, head to the arena now. There's a couple little arena challenges I can do. I don't remember these, though. Lord of the Sky. This one's fine. I think I'm well equipped for this. Just gotta be kind of careful. Lots of holes in this pit, or in this arena. Favorite strat is to just go left. Okay, never mind. I thought there were enemies here. Favorite strat is to run like a coward and then fight things. I think the upside about Recovery Guard is at least that it's kind of cheap. So, like, if you want to use it, it's really not, like, a difficult investment. But I think that's also kind of like complimenting a badge in Paper Mario for only costing 1, but not on any of its actual effects. Well, it could be more expensive, so I mean, I'm grateful for that it isn't. Being a bit mean to poor old Recovery Guard, though. Oh god. This challenge makes me so nervous. Oh god. These guys do a buttload of damage. The arena guy would be shouting out after us, "Hey, no eating in the arena!" If he cared. He doesn't care, though. Oh. This would be a good testing ground for Recovery Guard. To see if that... There's actually an effect a bit similar to Recovery Guard that I really like. Just because it's a lot easier to activate. No parry timing to deal with. Okay. So this one, I'm going to need adaptability. Spoilers, have done these challenges recently to get myself back in the groove. Crabs galore? Who doesn't love crabs? Surprise, there's water. I don't know that there's any other reason you would use adaptability. I think Ice Brand might be actively detrimental here. Yeah. These guys are weak to water. Or strong against water. Water is weak against them. Water is weak to these guys. I'm just gonna clip this sword. This might actually be good. Do I have? No, I don't. Oh, I don't want to go down there. God forbid. This is awful. Alright. I might be able to knock them to the side. Oh god, these guys might actually two-shot me. Alright, Phoenix Shield, I'm sorry, but I need... Wait, this has more guard but less defense power? Okay. I'm just gonna heal after every hit. Oh god. Just get me out. There we go. Oh god, maybe fire's really not the way to go here. Do I just use a spear? God, I don't want to use a spear. Because this reduces my attack power by quite a bit. Maybe an accessory can help. Do I have like any of those really good like attack power accessories? Power ring? Oh. Oh, I got the heal. Okay, I think it's a fixed percent actually. Because I think that spine would have done way more damage than it healed for. Just get out. Run away. Okay. Good news, there isn't a time limit to this one. It's good news for me. Oh! Wait a minute. I remember how I do this. Shoot. I might actually get use out of this. Use the reset potion. Because I'm going to dump my attack to 0. Get my magic up. Do I need more speed? Take 1 more point of speed. Oh, actually. Okay. I'm not grievously behind on the grow menu. Eat that. I'm gonna use a staff. Helps cover the weird angles. Maybe this? Oh yeah, that's perfect. See? Check that out. That is so much better. I think that attack might have been unblockable. That attack that just hit me there? The water spray? It's such a weird thing to be unblocked. It seemed to pierce right through my guard at least. Oh wait, hold on. Be scared. Oh! Also, I don't need the power ring anymore. Get the magic feather. This is a bit better. The arena guy's just like, hey, could you like hurry it up in there? Why is it taking you so long to exterminate a few crabs? Come on. Sorry, dude, I had to bust out my magic stick. I needed the special attacks to do it. Oh my god. That is actually also incredibly strong. The fire magic. Can I actually get these guys with like an arced shot over this? Not really. It's not very easy to do. Maybe here. Arena guy's manager is just like, oh, maybe it's the other demons that are there, not just the crabs. And the arena guy's like, I could take these guys down in like 30 seconds. Honestly. How's ASTLIBRA protagonist gonna help us save the world this way? There we go. Oh, about time you got done in there. I mean, congratulations! Here's your playing card. Alright, what's the next one? Soft-shelled turtle. Oh, I think I know what this one is. Okay. Doing physical attack for this. Adaptability I don't really need. Maybe I do speed though. Some magic. This magic will be helpful. What weapon do I want? Maybe like a long weapon. Oh no, I actually kind of want to... Yeah, we'll use a shield for the start of this. Because I think I'm going to need it. And I think we're going to need Berserk. No Ice Crash for this. Soft-shelled turtle, after all. We got a soft shell. I think? Is this the instant death one? I think it is. No damage. Okay, we got around. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just go this way. Okay. Hard part is getting out of the center. Do I want the spear? I kind of like the spear. I'll use the spear. Oh god, no, I don't like the sphere. I don't like the sphere at all. I need to be able to block. Oh. I don't like this at all. These guys are resistant, but it's okay. No big deal. I also happen to know that the slimes here have a ridiculous range. Okay, throw the sword this way. I will cheese the hell out of this. You cannot stop me. Bust out the cat here. Okay. Gotta bait the slime. There we go. I think that might actually be good. Yeah. Ooh, I can throw my sword up. Yes! Wait, hold on. I'm messing it up. There we go. Berserk. That's what it's for. Okay. You get emerald earrings. What are emerald earrings? Bleeding and paralysis resistance. I actually think that's really good. This bleed is super annoying. Okay. So the next one is another Berserk one. Aesthetics of Destruction. A deviously challenging challenge. You have to destroy some jars within a time limit. Now this one is deviously hard because you don't really have enough time to destroy all of the jars without Berserk. Oh god, I have... Hold on. I need out of here. I also need adaptability. There we go. I have a couple points of that. Imagine being so angry that the moment that you drown in like 2 seconds, because that's how he was feeling for that run. He had a bad day. Yeah. This challenge just involves fighting multiple of these ridiculously durable jars. And yeah, the smoke coming out of them does hurt you. As I demonstrated. It's a quick way out in case you mess up. Wait a minute. Is this an earth weapon? It is. Wow, I had a damage penalty there. Get the dagger. Basilard. And I might actually be able to get Sylph in here. Optimize my damage against this pottery. Don't need that. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Optimized anti-cauldron PvP. PvP? God. There you go. Feeling real stylish with my combos. There we go. He's in a dead heat. 30 seconds left to destroy a rock. Can he do it? Yeah, he can. Our hero's life may have not been in any danger, but he still got real mad and destroyed some crap I had in my attic. Advanced synthesis recipes. I think basically for the advanced synthesis recipe book, you just got the prerequisite of must have Berserk. And I don't think you can craft anything with it right away. You can get like an anti-paralysis potion. Oh right, this is where the status healing items are. Also, these are low-key my favorite recipes in the game. But we'll find out more about that later. God, did we find that out this chapter? I think we do. I think we do see that. Drop Berserk, drop Sylph. Gotta salvage my whole build. Seize. Yeah. Just leave my points loose for now, probably. Okay. And there's one more left. Big Face. Oh my god, I forgot. This one's very funny. Fight Big Face for small metal. Fight Metal Face for big small. I think this one's pretty hard. Right. These things. I can't heal. Okay. And I need earth damage against them. I don't suppose I have Gnome, right? I do have Gnome. Big faces. It's big face time. Love the flying fish, by the way. Oh, crap. Okay. Somehow, I forgot I don't get a shield for this if I use the sphere. We're good. Okay. That's it. Small metal. Gotta leave those coins behind. And I'm gonna turn in the small metal, and then we'll get started on the next chapter. This ain't it. Turn in the metal. I got 2. Oh. A trinket slot. That would have probably been handy. And Book of Battle Records. That's gonna be like here? Or where's that? Guidebook. Hold on, where is my book? Where did it go? gets a book, puts it in bag, instantly loses it forever. Hold on. It might be in a tab here. There it is. Book of Battle Rec. I think I was scrolling past it every time. This is just where stats are. I have dashed 3,363 times. I've saved 151 times. God. We're like pre-chapter 4, we already have over 150 saves. I have not sold a single item. Maximum damage dealt, 312. 1,173 hits by partners. We have only gotten paralyzed and petrified. Force earned. There's just a bunch of stats here. I haven't used any stat boosters, so if you want to show off that you haven't used any stat boosters, I guess you can use this. Have you summoned 2,500 dragons? I don't believe I have. I'm pretty deficient on my dragon summoning, yeah. I really need to work on that. Also interesting that this is the book and stat booster section of the inventory. It's a good filter to have. Oh, don't forget to use this. What do I use? I honestly probably underestimated my dragon summon stat there. I mean, there's no need to show off. If you've got the ability to summon dragons. Most people can't do that at all. Not even once. I'm happy for you, though. I will provide no context. Yeah, Rocket Fox can just summon dragons. They just have that ability. Most people can't, but Rocket Fox uniquely can. Worth bearing in mind should you decide to cross Rocket Fox. Gotta beware of that. I mean, unless you think you can take on a dragon. I'm not gonna stop you. Let's see. I think we're good for magic at the moment. Breather. So I don't lose ST quite as quickly. Maybe auto guard? I don't know. I might just try auto guard for like in practice to see how it actually goes. Because I just think it might be nice. Okay. Time to continue the plot. There's nothing else to be done. I don't think there's any more treasure to get or anything, so here's Kuro. The red-headed man. It's been quite a while. Oh, right. Right, the last time she met him was 10 years ago, or something. Some number of years ago. The Dark Witch? You're alive? And yeah, she did cast a spell that killed her, so that's true. As well. You're alive? And wait, you know about me. You're saying it wasn't a dream? Wait, hold on, gal. Where exactly did you meet such a beautiful woman? She's alive. Ah, it's been some time. You're the hero who saved us all. We saved Belcade Mining Town, stopping the volcano eruption. You used the ancestral magic. We thought for sure you'd lost your life. The ancestral magic is a spell that shaves away one's life. The amount taken is proportional to the mass of the targets transported. The number of people I transported that day wasn't enough to kill me. That said, I survived with my master's help. If I could ask something of you, please, will you keep this hidden from Shiro? To be honest, it was a good lesson for her. So we really were in the past, right? Right? The past? Just ignore what that idiot says. Anyway, why does someone so, shall we say, neat and tidy want to join the guild? She's joining the guild. I am a sorceress of Belcade. I think I could be a great help. No, forgive me. To be honest, I have nowhere else to go. I couldn't stay in Belcade, and Master, that is, my teacher, said that I should come here. Your master's recommendation, huh? Alright. However, you need all the guild members' consent to join. So, how about it, everyone? Would you let her into the guild? We've turned down much tougher people up until now. I'm all for it. We already know all about her. Above all else, we know she has powers on par with Belcade's White Witch. You likely can't find anyone else as talented as her. Isn't it fine to let her join? I don't particularly care about her beauty or anything. My reasons are basically the same as Charon's. It's not just because she's pretty, honestly. Hey gal, why do your eyes look so weird? Ah, whatever. I wanted someone who's better at detailed work anyway. But some of this guild work's quite dangerous. Are you prepared? Yes, I'm ready. And from here on out, you're one of us. Glad to have you on board. I'm Charon. It's good to have you with us. I'm Gao. They call me the Red Comet. No, they don't, Gao. Since when? No one calls you that. My magical name is the Dark Witch Eclair. Please, call me Kuro. Thanks for having me. I don't remember if we're supposed to know that her name is Kuro, but I always call her Kuro. After that, the guild increased in number to 4 humans and 1 animal. They shared the burdens of physical labor and menial duties, and the bar's name spread far and wide. Rispidar's 3 little pigs became known to all as a business that could get anything done. The days passed uneventfully. Nothing happened to activate the scales, and that flying boy didn't appear either. Every day, he's the guy who sent us into the volcano. Every day, the guild was busy with work. It almost made us forget what the scales could do. Then, one day... Oh, Gao. What are you up to? Something has happened. Gao's been here, Charon. What? The scales are gone. Did you look everywhere? My stream hiccup right as you said nothing happened, and it was very good timing. I did spot that as well. Did you look everywhere? Maybe you were half asleep and dropped them under your bed. No. I think Gao got a bright idea. Are they really gone? Do you think someone stole them while we were sleeping? Be back in a sec. This is the side effect of starting a bit late, is that I get dinner right away. Well, not right away. It was like an hour after starting. Okay. So, bad inconvenient thing happened right whenever we were told that this is the worst thing that could possibly happen. Very inconvenient timing. Scales are gone, and if the scales are activated in the hands of anyone other than the bearer, they'll end up suffering. Something bad happens. So Gal might actually be in trouble. We may not care what happens to some thief, but we don't know where the scales could end up after that. If they're sold, they might end up in the hands of some ordinary person. We need to find them as soon as possible. First of all, let me just make sure the scales are gone. Nah, it's still right here. Just in the back room. Don't worry about it. But no, seriously, we need to go to the tavern. Oh, tree egg. Gotta pick that up. Alright, guys. What's up? Oh, perfect timing. Could you guys go look for Gal? What? Did he get lost somewhere again? Well, it may have been my fault. Yesterday I was talking with Gao. He told me that the first time we all met, you and he had been thrown into the past, directly into Belcade's volcano. He said that, in the world before that leap, the volcano had erupted and the town had been destroyed. He was just talking about his dream, though. Gao said that history has been altered. Therefore, since I'm a witch, he asked if I knew of a magical tool that could change the past. It's kind of amazing how far he's taking this dream thing. As far as I know, when it comes to tools that can directly affect history, there's only one. The legendary artifact, Astraea's Scales. I told him that such an item existed. Ah, Gao seemed to know what I was talking about. And then he suddenly showed up here last night. Don't know where he got them, but he had what looked like an ordinary pair of scales. He really is an idiot. She's like running with the dream that the story we told her. Gao said he was returning to his homeland. Gao's homeland? Yeah, his homeland. It's a Krasanon. What? I was surprised too. I never thought that such a cheerful man like him was from that place. Krasanon? These days it's a completely ruined country. I heard that it was invaded and decimated by something known as the Demon King. Oh shit. Even now, the Demon King still rules that place, by the rules of carnage and terror. The red-headed hero Gao. I've read about someone known as that in a book before, but there's no way. Gao is a former hero of Krasanon. I can't believe the cheerful Gao has such a past. He just happens to have the same name, right? There's no way that idiot Gao is a hero, former or not. Gao the hero was chosen by the king of Krasanon to subjugate the Demon King. He set out with 3 like-minded companions, and bards sung tales of their heroic deeds across every continent. But take one look at Krasanon today and you'll understand. The quest to subjugate the Demon King ended in failure. So he wants to go to the past to make things right, I guess, so that he can stop the Demon King himself. But I don't know why he didn't bring us along. Furthermore, they say it was the result of Gao the hero's betrayal. I don't think he had anything to do with that. Gao. He went to a Krasanon with the scales. He betrayed them, actually, is what they just said, so that's interesting. He wants to change something, at least. Well, regardless of whether that hero is related, you know what that continent is like now. The Demon King's castle is still there. Gao is headed towards that place on his own. Could you guys follow him? Of course. Without that guy, we'll never be able to handle all the guild's work. This is the part where the RPG starts, by the way. All the other storylines were just kind of one-off things, but now we're like in a proper like epic quest. And I think that's really cool. I'm coming with you. Though truthfully, if you're going to that continent, even an army's entire division wouldn't be enough. But I can't ask Shiro for help here. Bring him home, even if you have to stuff him in a bag. I'll give him a good talking to when he's back. That idiot is always causing trouble. Krasnon is a far-flung continent. I think maybe distant is a better word choice, Karon. For obvious safety reasons, ferries don't make scheduled trips to it. We'll need to hire a private boat to get there. Once we leave, we won't be able to return for a while. Let's get ready before we go. Okay. This would have been a good time to do the arena stuff, huh? Now we have Kuro with us. Okay. Well, there's not much left to do, but to head to a Krasnon. Ever since the Demon King appeared, sea monsters became more active, devastating the fishing industry. It was difficult to fight back against the demons from the poor footing of a boat, while also protecting the ship's hulls. However, they say that in the fishing village of Elizas, located to the south of Krasnon, the industry is still alive and well. This village would be the only place to find a boat willing to travel to Krasnon. Gao needs to cross the sea to reach his homeland. It's very likely he's headed for Elizas. When you reach the village, search for Gao. If you aren't able to pick up his trail, secure a boat that's able to take you to Krasnon. Go forth. This is where I start to really like the plot. Hey, look, it's the ocean. I got dinner, actually, so I'm going to pause every now and again to eat part of it, because, my god, it's going to get cold if I keep this up. It's completely different from the scenery of Rispidar's port. Oh. Kuro. Weird. Don't do a lot of traveling. She's not tired. Okay. You were bothered about camping outdoors last night as well. Sorcerers tend to have less stamina. You know that back in the day we traveled on foot for 8 years straight without a single word of complaint or tediously explaining. Please do not explain this to Kuro. She does not need these words. She'll be fine. Oh, thank you. But truly, I'm fine. The fishing village should be in sight soon. The only village in the world where you can still fish. In the world? I don't know. Pressing X to doubt. I don't... And the only place with a possible route to the Demon King's continent. It's surprising that it wasn't destroyed long ago. Couldn't find any... I mean, I know there are demons, but surely there's other places, right? Like the whole world? I couldn't find any detailed information. According to peddlers, it's due to divine power. Everything I heard is quite vague. So the reason they can fish is due to divine power. Well, if it's Gao, he's sure to laze about once or twice while traveling. But still, we left almost a day later. At any rate, we should hurry. We have to recover the scales pronto. Recover the scales. Make no mistake, his life's in danger. I was like, you almost seem a bit more worried about the scales than you do his life. I don't know. Something up with that? Okay. So here we are in a nice little coastal area. You can walk right through this wall. Don't worry about that. Oh, right. Auto guard is a bit unfortunate because it doesn't work if you are like in an animation. That's one of the things I remember about auto guard. So if you are currently attacking, I don't think you're able to block. It can still kind of help sometimes though. Oh god, I'm paralyzed. So, I suppose you may as well pop it on if you got the 2 gems left. Also, genuinely forgot these turtles have a paralytic bite. I really want better equipment. Oh, right. Bleed. Oh, no. Here's a fun fact that I learned, by the way, in the interim. You can dodge bleed damage. I dodged it a few times before I started saying that. You can't block bleed damage, but you can dodge bleed damage. I feel like blocking bleed damage is almost more plausible than dodging it. Surely you don't want to move too much, it'll just get your blood flowing, you know? Dark Souls moment. Can you dodge bleed damage in Dark Souls? Because I thought it was like instantaneous. But there's like a lot of things I don't know about Dark Souls, so as far as I know, there's probably some sort of obscure way to do it. Because bleed is an instantaneous like burst of damage. You can in Dark Souls 3. Dang. Keep failing to dodge my bleed. It's difficult to time it. That's fascinating. I'll have to check that out if I remember to do it. Because I think that's just really funny that that's even an option. Man. Makes sense. It's an instance of damage. Okay, I'm a little bit more surprised that you can dodge poison. Actually. Dodging poison is definitely weirder to me. Because bleed reads to me as like a hit on your character's hitbox, you know what I mean? That's like how it pings to me in my mind. Dark Souls 1 rolls can dodge fall damage. I think that one I've heard of. I think I watched a video on a minimum like boss playthrough of Dark Souls 1 where they used that and like they basically took lethal fall damage but dodged to avoid the fall damage so that they could lock the camera in a specific location so that they could bypass one of the golden fog walls so that they could skip Ornstein and Smo. I think I'm good for now. Look, all you need to know about Dark Souls is that it's wacky. I have a crossbow, yeah. There's a target up there. Ping that. And you can get through this wall to get this chest. For 3 antidotes. Antidotes. Okay. Also, this is the point in the game where I really start feeling like I need to use a better build. Maybe I just use a spear? At least then I'm doing bonus damage. Also, I'm taking like 1 billion damage. These guys have super quick attacks, and they do like 1 billion damage. Hang on a sec. I guess for Dark Souls, it's just genuinely complete invincibility. Nothing avoids a roll's damage. Invincibility. Right. I was gonna check the grow menu. I thought... Wait. No. I am super behind. I am super behind on grow. I think. Because hold on. We're in chapter 4, right? Bottom left is chapter 1, top left is chapter 2, top right is chapter 3. And I'm in chapter 4. I am super behind on stats. That explains why I'm dying. So if I go down here and up here, yeah. And I can come around to this big old diamond. That's the chapter 4 section. Okay, well I guess I gotta navigate my skill tree. My skill maze. Let's go this way. Oh god, okay, I think I just thought I wasn't supposed to do this yet because I didn't have very much white. But no, I can just navigate the whole place. So let's get some stuff. Some keys in here as well. Skill up. Ah, there's a new skill. Can grab that. Killer Shark. This one's good. This is a good one. I need a wind, a light, and a dark one. You can catch up. There's also a bunch of keys up here. This section of the grow menu is kind of interesting to me because it has these doors that you can go through to get to the center. But there's actually another route around those doors. You don't have to go through the doors. So if all you're really looking for are stats, and you intend to do the whole grow tree like anyway, you should just skip the... You should just take the keys and then keep them for later. Because then you can get whatever nodes you want. Hold on, how do I get in the middle again? Oh no, it's just here, yeah. Then I go clockwise. I just go clockwise around it. And I think it's a spiral. Running a bit short on force at the moment, though. As for why you would want to save those keys, it's actually kinda cool to just have extra keys later and not have to navigate around to find them. If you're already not having any trouble navigating, why go out of your way to spend keys? And yeah, we can just get closer to the center. But I am running a bit low on force, so I'm going to stop for now. I think we're good. Might have also made the arena challenges a bit easier if I went for that. I actually saw a playthrough, or not a playthrough, but like there was somebody who did all of the boss fights level 5 with no grow on impossible difficulty. And that is the kind of crazy person who puts up videos of this game online. Ambitious is what I'll call it. Crazy ambitious. Alright. Currently what I'm looking for... kill some of these things. Currently what I'm looking for... I don't know what I'm looking for. A new weapon? I don't know why I started that sentence. Just to fill space while I chop up some birds. Hemostatic. I forget again if we've seen it before, but... Hemostatics cure bleed. Okay, so on the topic of Souls-likes, right? The only thing I can really think of to talk about regarding Souls-likes is, at the moment, first thing that comes to mind about weird status ailment interactions is Code Vein's paralysis status effect. So Code Vein has a variety of skills that basically apply to various status effects. It has a bunch of active abilities. It's a game that's basically you're always a caster in Code Vein. It's like a Souls-like, but you're always a caster. I have to be super careful of this guy. Super dangerous. And a bunch of Code Vein's spells... Oh, I used that in the wrong direction. A lot of Code Vein spells come in various series, like a set of card game cards. So like for every individual status ailment, there's like one that increases your resistance, there's one that inflicts it to an enemy, there's one that cures it, and so on, right? And this applies to every status effect, regardless of how often you see it inflicted by enemies. But especially interesting to me, it also applies to status effects that prevent you from casting spells. If you're paralyzed or silenced, you can't cast spells. And yet, there is still a spell that cures silence and paralysis. Just doesn't do anything. Well, I mean, it does, but you can't cast it. And I don't think you can cast it on anyone else either. I just think a game has spells that doesn't do anything sometimes. And so our heroes arrived at the fishing village Elysis. Kuro is tired. So the stories of their boats were true. I didn't think a fishing village would have boats, but I've been proven wrong. Alright, see if we can find Gao. Resist Curse is the best Dark Souls spell. What does Resist Curse do? Because it sounds like it just boosts curse resistance, which would be good if you cast it ahead of time. Don't talk to Charon in front of others. Let's see what's going on in this village. Hello. My, we're getting a lot of visitors today. Oh, that lady there. No, it's nothing. Okay. Do you know Kuro? Endearing. Another visitor. How unusual. Another visitor. Gao is here. It says it cures curse, but it doesn't. Does it remove curse buildup, or is it literally just coded to do nothing? That's so weird. Another visitor. I hope you're not friends with that thief. My dad might forgive you, but I won't. Okay. So Gao stole a boat. Huh? Excuse me. More outsiders. I have nothing to give you. Get lost. More outsiders? What do you mean by that? Just a minute ago, a guy from outside the village, same as you two, took one of my boats by force. Definitely sounds like a Gao problem. He had red hair. Wait, you're saying you know that redhead? Not at all. The same man stole our luggage. I knew it. Guy's just a common thief. He was calling himself Gao the hero. Said he was saving a Krasnodon and something about his sister. I thought his story sounded pretty shady. Gao. He was here just minutes ago. He's trying to save his sister. Well, he's probably just food for the sea monsters by now. Doubt the poor bastard knows that stepping outside the domain is no different from committing suicide. Would it be possible for us to use your boat to travel to a Krasnodon? We'll pay whatever you want, of course. What, you want to chase after that thief? Sorry, but you should give up on whatever you got stolen. An outsider may not know this, but we can only take the boat out so far. Only within the domain that's protected by the goddess. The goddess? That's right. Whether you believe in the goddess or not, the fact is that no demons can enter the domain that covers this area. All thanks to the church. Okay. Well, this village has got something going for it. That's why we can still fish in this village. That's how things are, so better quit now. No matter how much you pay, I can't give you my boat. Sailing outside the domain is just going to lead you to a quick death. This is an impossible situation, no matter what we say. Let's pull back for now. Hello. Tell me more about your goddess. Beyond this point is the Holy Goddess's church. It is not yet time for service. Good day to you. Okay. So this is around the point where Keizo got a bit more perverted. Starting to think I'll never get used to use this in. If only I had a partner. Couples only in. Seems convenient. Seems a bit contrived. Oh, it's an inn. Seems like Kuro's hit her limit. Give her some rest. Gao, we're so close to reaching him. Either way, as long as it's dangerous as he will need to have a perfect plan of action. Yeah, get some sleep. The room has just opened up. We'd actually like 2 rooms. Cute couples get in free. Huh? We only have 2 rooms at this inn. One for guests and one for merchants. Yeah, she's a merchant. And I'm a... I don't remember what he said the other person was. She... Just how sheltered is this girl? What kind of fool rents 2 rooms at an inn? But you want me to share a room with a gentleman? Oh, never mind. Then we'll take the 1 room. Well, you're both young, so you'll be fine. First time's like that for everyone. You are gravely misunderstanding the situation, miss. What does she mean by fine? Enjoy yourselves tonight. Enjoy. You can make just about anything. Also, the shop is here. Oh, and there's some more. That page was on a table. There was a sparkle on a table, and it said the page was on the ground. After the demon outbreak, the fishing industry was ruined worldwide because undersea demons destroyed all the ships. However, in Elysis, boats can still be launched some distance out to sea, and fishing is still possible, albeit to a lesser extent. The village had a barbaric past where primitive beliefs were indulged and sacrifices were sometimes offered in hopes of a big catch. It is also famous for being one of the few places in the world that offers adult-oriented lodgings. In the past, frequent sacrifices drastically reduced the population, and the inn was created as part of a policy to combat the declining birth rate and increase the number of children. What the fuck? I don't think I've read this backstory before. The village still retains the vestiges of this policy, and the inn is thriving with little resistance from the community. Got it. So, village was known for its sacrifices, so they created a couple's inn in order to encourage births. Anyway, the shop is here. This is absurdly forced. It really is. This is like quiet level forced. Maybe worse. It might be worse than that. Are you a grown-up, Mokyu? If you are, you would want to buy something grown-up, Mokyu. Oh, do buy lots, Mokyu. Alright. Buy some weapons. And I think what I really need here... Oh, gold necklace, 60 hit points. That's not bad. I'm taking the Azure Dragon Blade, though, first. This will just increase my damage, won't it? Give me a new spell. Weight is good as well. I don't think I get to run a shield with it, though. Oh, whoops. I just haven't had any points of luck. Alright, that'll be good. This Azure Dragon Blade is silver, by the way. I'm immeasurably upset. Anyway, it gets worse. So, heart-shaped window. Just one bed. Oh, quite a large bed and window. Very stylish, don't you think? The shape of the window, too, it has quite the flair to it. Yep, this is a nice room. With how luxurious it is, you must regret trying to get 2 rooms, huh? I'll sleep on the floor. Hey, what are you saying? Bed's got plenty of room for 2 people. What's up? Do you like sleeping on the floor? Are you already missing the camping lifestyle? Well, they do say that a soft bed can make you stiff. No, I can't ask my dear hero to sleep on the floor. I cannot. Be okay. I was fine when we camped last night as well. Don't worry about me. I mean, realistically, this guy is a lot more used to just sleeping on the ground. I don't get it. You're both fighting over the floor. Wouldn't it be normal to fight over the bed? Is it cursed? Are you saying this bed is cursed? A cursed bed. I mean, I think that would be a great story, actually, to have a cursed bed. I don't think I've ever heard of a cursed bed. The closest I've ever heard is like the Minecraft beds that explode if you put them down in hell, which I think is a reasonable reaction. A cursed bed. How funny. I'm sorry. It sounded as if I was doubting the hero who saved our lives. No, it's fine. Let's both get some sleep. Bed looks soft. It's sure to be comfortable. We're just adventurers. There's nothing else about this. Hey, please don't look for me anymore. You've already found people that are dear to you. Anulis? I'm alright. I'm okay just being in your memories. You never forgot about me. That alone has saved me. I told you before, I'm a black bird. And a black bird carries misfortunes. Please don't look for me anymore. I'll bring bad luck to everyone. Memories are sometimes more beautiful. Please, cherish your friends, and forget about me. If you forget about me, everyone will be happy. I mean, we know ASTLIBRA protagonist. He's not going to have any of that. Hey, I'm back. So in the end, you're sharing the bed? Well, it's the correct choice. There's no point in using an inn if it leaves anyone feeling tired. Looks like Kuro's still sleeping. Let's go gather information. Oh? She's not doing so well. What? She's burning up. I'm sorry. At a time like this, it seems like this may be it for me. I mean, you just got a fever, right? Why are you talking like that? Surely it's just a cold or the like. It's an illness that'll go away with some rest, right? No, this is different. When I teleported everyone before, I used too much power. Master said I don't have long to live. What are you saying? Are you talking about that ancestral magic? You said it wouldn't kill you. I'm sorry. I lied to you. I wanted to live the remainder of my life as an ordinary girl. Please take care of Gao. I was so happy to have spent time with all of you. Thank you for everything. Is she gone? No, it appears she's only fainted. Let's go. Don't just stand there doing nothing. We're gonna find a way to save her. Even if we're grasping randomly for some sort of solution, if we don't look for anything, she's just going to die. We may find an answer if we scour the village. Let's go. Well, the stakes have increased. They've done it. Alright, so we need to ask around for some help then. So this is a bit that I actually don't know how this works. You can ask this guy, for instance, what is it? What do you want from me? Do you want this person to look after Kuro? So you can ask a variety of people to look after her. So like the innkeeper, this handyman guy, some of the random citizens, I guess you could ask as well. This little girl, you could probably ask her. I don't know if anything bad happens if you do this wrong. I don't even know if that's a possibility. The only time I've done this, I've just used her. And because she's a priest, she seems like she knows what she's talking about, right? And it tends to go pretty well. I'm gonna check and see what happens if I use anyone else. Like, what happens if I have her look after Kuro? Okay, I've got no choice, I suppose. Just for a bit, okay? Is there a different dialogue for each person? Oh. So, hanging around an unconscious beauty like her, what sort of naughty stuff were you doing? Won't you tell me? I won't tell anyone else. Nothing? Did you touch? I'm a bit uncomfortable with this dialogue. Okay. Incorrect. Why did they even let this child in here? I'm assuming that we like told the innkeeper what the situation was, but I mean, I guess we probably just took her and ran in there. Which is much more concerning, and the innkeeper should have stopped us. So what does she do? Huh? She's ill. Can't be helped. Just take me to her. I'm definitely checking this dialogue out, actually. This is interesting. What? What's going on? She looks pretty bad. Make sure you save this girl. You got that? You make sure. I'm not saying this because I'm worried or anything. Aka. Hey, you want to see someone die? Don't tell me you're scheming to take my boat while luring me to the end. If you try to steal the boat or anything else, my daughter will kill you. Okay. See now? What is this? What the? I got nothing. My daughter's never been ill. Okay. This guy blessed with the easiest life. He has never had to take care of his child while they were sick. Alright. I think I've had enough of that. I'm just gonna proceed. My name is Sister Plata. I am the one that protects the goddess's church. I'm afraid I cannot let you enter right now. I see. I am reluctant to abandon my duty, but surely the goddess will permit me, as it is an unavoidable situation. I'll plot to take a look. She has a name. She must be important. So, she used a forbidden spell. This is what is known as magic-induced illness. They didn't have a better name for it. It was the price of using power beyond that of humans. Hey, did she actually figure it out? Allow me to ask a single question. This girl, for what purpose did she use a forbidden spell? She teleported a bunch of people to safety. Is that so? I shall say this clearly. There is no remedy for this illness. Many distinguished sorcerers have used forbidden spells driven by their thirst for knowledge, and died of magic-induced illness without exception. She will also leave us tonight. However, there is a way to prolong her life, if only for a short time. Maybe giving us time to look for a cure? The East Coast, on the cliff to the east of the village. There is a white flower that blooms only during this season. If you give her tea made with that flower, she will live for a few days. However, I pray that you consider this thoroughly. This girl was prepared to die. Do you believe that she would want her life prolonged for merely a few more days? Acting on your own feelings simply because you wish to be with her for a brief time, it tramples over her determination and puts her in a cruel situation. Please consider this carefully. She said her name's Sister Plata, right? Just who the hell is she? She seemed to know a lot about our situation. So, what will you do? Even if this saves her, it's only for a few more days. Like we gotta, right? Go on a quest. See if we can find a cure for the illness. This village seems fine. Good base of operations to find a cure, right? You're right. I feel bad for Kura, but even if it's only a short time, we may be able to find a cure. We won't give up even if things seem hopeless. Kuro will have to stay with us for a bit longer. I mean, he's the protagonist. Hi, Tam. Right, she said the flowers were on a cliff along the east coast. Well then, let's get ready and go. Although I am actually going to pause here. Pretty soon. Yep. Oh wait, can I ask other people? I actually can. I can have other people check on her too. But for now, I'm going to pause. Go on a bit of a break and finish off my dinner in the meanwhile. But I will be back in a few minutes to continue with ASTLIBRA. Before I do, wait, hang on. Here we go. It just wasn't on a good video. It was on one that we saw last time. I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. And we'll go pick some flowers. Hello, welcome back, me, and anyone who happens to be here. Gonna have to interrupt Sir Kibble's little quibble here. Get back into the game. Sir Kibble's quibble is like my favorite thing I've ever said, by the way. We're gonna go pick some flowers. It's actually gonna be quite thrilling, so I hope you're ready. Literally. For us to go pick some flowers. We need Kuro's powerful projectile blocking abilities, so we're gonna go save her. The best we can, at least. Oh, I'm actually getting a bit better at the game. Actually blocking damage with possession skills, crazy. Who even does that? It's unfair. That's fine. That was just a damage negation wolf. Didn't need that to do anything crazy. Just wanted to protect myself. And I'm gonna be focusing a lot on just preventing damage if I can. Or maintaining my combo, because the range is so big. The slimes do have shells. Those shells give the slimes extra range on their attacks, which is frankly kind of deadly. There we go. Get a nice big ol' kick on this guy. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh god, get out of range. Snorkel. I don't need to know about Snorkel. All right, we're good. I've learned Snorkel, which I guess, yeah, that's on the Azure Dragon Blade. Snorkel is a very funny Charon magic. Goes into exploratory mode. It allows you to breathe in shallow water. I mean, I think we can already breathe in shallow water. It's not like we take in oxygen through our feet. So, maybe that's just more of a broader description on what snorkels allow you to do. Just in real life, you know? Now, what it does is it basically moves your breath hitbox from right where your face is to about two head lengths above it. So you can just invisibly breathe even while partly submerged in water. That's what it does. All right, let's go. Get the flowers. Oh, over there. I can see white flowers. That must be them. Charon. I know. I was gonna grab them really quickly before something happened. Yeah. With these flowers, Kuro can live for a few more days. Oh, nope. Dang. Our only source of healing. Who could have blown those up? It's this guy. Weird magic boy. There you are. It's that kid. You really did alter fate. With so many parallel universes, I had a hard... Excuse me! Alright. Sure, just navigating all the timelines. He had a hard time finding us. Damn it. His timing's the worst. I failed before. It seems I underestimated your powers. However, this time's different. You don't have the scales now. You know what happens to the bearer of the scales if their power is activated without the artifact present. The scales control the jump points in history. Without them present, if your powers as the bearer are activated by someone else, you'll be flung to the end of time. Without the scales in your possession, well, in short, you'll never return to this place again. Ah. The stakes are higher than ever. What? You're not allowed to alter fate as you please. You, who the hell are you? Go forth to the end and become lost in time. Hey, we can't lose this fight. Okay. I'm going to equip a shield in an effort to hopefully see this guy's pattern at least. Because I think it's interesting to look at. No, we don't want auto guard. He's got some bullets. Oh, he hit me once, but I lived. Oh, dang it. Undefined destiny behavior. This kid, he's way too strong. If I kill you here, it will just bring about another bearer. But if I make the bearer disappear instead, the scales will no longer belong in the hands of humans. I'm going to fulfill my mission here and now. I don't even know how he can activate the scales if they're not here. This is bad. At this rate, we'll... Oh, Astraya, deliver your justice upon these humans. Is this a bug / exploit of the scales? Because it does not feel like an intended feature. I think it's just a bug, yeah. Astraya invented the scales, not really with the intent of anyone being able to use them. So she just didn't really iron out all the possible exploits. Anyway, here we are at the end of time. That seems bad. Where is this? We've been sent to the end of time without the scales. We can't travel through time without them. We can no longer return. Kuro, Yao, we can't save them anymore. Maybe it's like Chrono Trigger. In the end, it's just the two of us. We get sent to the end of time and he's actually given us unprecedented control over time travel. Chapter 1, Village. Chapter 2, Swamp. Chapter 3, Volcano. Chapter 4, End of Time. Yeah, they set it up as a real escalation with the Demon King, but actually... surprise! We were alone together for years in the frontier, but before we knew it, we met all kinds of people and experienced so many different things. We had fun. We're still alive. This doesn't have to be the end. We can keep on walking, just like before. Isn't that right? Alright, time for another 8 years. At any rate, we should take a look around. Even if we can't return, we can keep on going, somewhere new. And there, we can leave behind proof that we lived. Chapter 4, Compensation. Alright. I can see the sky over there. Looks like we've already reached the mouth of the cave. Hey, look! What's that outside? Hey, don't tell me. Is this place the afterlife or something? No, Karen, it just looks like it's the future. To me. Look, I can see some humans over there. I didn't see any demons around. I was worried this was somewhere like the frontier. Luckily, it doesn't seem that remote. We've got a lot of things we can ask them. Let's go. Alright, see if we can find out where we are. Hello? Huh? A new cosplayer. He's human, isn't he? He's dressed weirdly, though. Obligatory future chapter. What? You're asking where we are? Well, pretty sure we're in District 13-2. You've come to look at the sky too, haven't you? In the city, you can only see it between buildings. It's calming here with nobody around. Anywho, that bioloid? It's an avian type, right? It's looking mad lit, for real. You're telling me people still use that language in the far future? I don't know about that. Is he talking about me? Can't understand what he's even saying. Just what I'd expect from someone wearing a cosplay like that. To think that there were creatures like that in ancient times. It's unreal. It really gives off those adventurous vibes, you know? Oh yeah, speaking of adventure, did you see what was on TV yesterday? TV? There was this paranormal special on saying that how the government had managed to capture a god, had him locked up like a pet. A god, they said. Hilarious, man. It's like they finally ran out of material. A god. That seems like it might be useful. This isn't gonna work. I don't think we can communicate with this guy. Let's try someone else. I don't think he's coming across too well. I'd love to get there an hour in the future. Mystery Magic Boy showed up and transported us to the end of time. Because we didn't have the scales with us. And without the scales, the time travel bugs out and it just sends you to the end of time. As like a failsafe, you know? Like if there's an old reference exception, they make it work anyway. Yeah. Filthy. Please stay as far away from me as possible. Don't you dare lay a single finger on me. What is this monster? Right, let's try someone else. Wait, hold on for a moment. That look you're sporting, isn't it what they call a caveman? Very, very vile, this person. Dressing up like that. You must be pretty knowledgeable about ancient history. Ancient history? She must be talking about the time we've come from. Is it true? Were there truly insects and plants back then? This clothing made out of vinyl. Do you have any proof it was made from animals in ancient times? Okay, so we're so far into the future that there are no longer animals or plants. Which seems dire. So this grass here, it isn't a plant? I'm starting to get chills. The air feels stagnant too. Let's get out of here quickly. Yeah, this is looking like the end of time, alright. Maybe this guy knows? He's staring intently at a small thin box, fiddling with it as if he were in a daze. Okay. He's not any help. Location Future World, by the way. Now, on to our next story. There is growing discontent with the National Security Committee's handling of the dispute over the Ark. This has prompted calls for the deployment of mobile weapons. Now, let's look at the fluctuation of the stock markets and exchange rates. A large human up against the wall is rambling to himself incoherently. I give up. I don't think I can stay in this world any longer. It's driving me nuts. Just unrelatedly, I'm going to check my equipment real quick. I think I might want this, actually. This. Just because I want a shield. Not for any particular reason, don't worry about it. Let's see. Undyne is fine to have. Ice Crash, I guess. So I don't really have anything else I want. Grab critical hit. Okay. What's happening now? The sound is making me anxious. It's designed for that, Charon. Whoa! What the hell is this? Not applicable. Citizen code cannot be verified. What on earth is going on? Hey, what's all that commotion? Is it another protest? Nah, not that. Seems like an unverified human appeared in the middle of a city. Oh, that's all. It's probably just a refugee that was hiding underground. Is it worth the fuss? Is it worth the fuss? Well, the thing is, they're not in the world database either. And even before that, they don't have an IC embedded at all. Are you saying they're from outer space? Honestly, no idea. But look here, you can see in the footage, they're in some sort of anime cosplay. Would an alien really... Wait, could it be? Anyway, that means there's no issue if they end up dead, right? Please don't. How are you going to report that to the top brass? Everything will work out if you keep your mouth shut. Just look at them. They're armed. We must exterminate them before they harm the citizens. Using mobile weapons against a human. That's a violation of military treaties, you know. But even before that, it's a matter of what's humane. Silence. Who are you to question your superior officer? Just shut up and watch. I'll show you what I'm made of. Alright. Fight robot. Robot fight theme. He's got bullets. Not too worried about the bullets. Ah, he's got bleed. Uh-oh. Okay, I think we're fine. I've actually heard people describe this fight as a big difficulty spike. I've never really found it that hard. I was maybe expecting to find it harder here. I think if everything in the game is basically three-shotting you, then this fight's a lot scarier. I need to use a potion. Uh-oh. The missiles might also just kill me outright. I have no idea. Block it. This guy does kind of take a while to kill, though. Oh, he is completely static, too. That just looks like a person, by the way. That guy does not mesh with the art style. I'm just looking at the broadcaster now, instead of, like, looking at the fight. Goodbye. Just looks like a dude. Alright. Problem solved. What the hell was that? Was it a demon from this world? Yeah, something like that. That's absurd. A human destroyed a mobile weapon. That's someone's photo, which does make me wonder who it is. Yeah, I was thinking that. That thing's an alien. It's an alien invasion. Contact headquarters immediately. Get the mobile troops. No, send in our ranker. That guy, it's looking more and more likely to be, well, can't be helped. I'll give him this one favor. Beginning translocation. Please be careful of your surroundings. What's next? I can't handle any more of this. Beginning translocation. Please be careful of your surroundings. Hey, what are you doing? That's a human translocation code. Man, the weather sure is nice today. He's helping us out. It's so refreshing out. Makes me want to play some golf. Whack! Right down the green. Someone! Capture him! It's treason! Beginning translocation. The alarm light does not affect the news broadcast. I was watching Snolf just now, by the way. Nice. Nothing else. From here on, nothing else will surprise me. Alright. Time to go not get surprised. You have crossed the abyss of times. to arrive at this moment, bearer. The bearer who carries the fate of his planet with him. What thou seekest is here. What thou desirest is here. It's fair to say at around this point, I was fully invested in the game and basically binged the rest of it. What is that? I said I won't be surprised anymore, but this is too much. Come closer. It speaks. Let's come closer. Is this thing a living organism? Ah, to be spoken of in such a cruel manner. Yet it is unavoidable with my form as it is. I am one of the true gods of this world. I am Astraya, the goddess that governs time and fate. Oh, funny we should meet you here. Ah, God, you'll never believe what happened to your scales. Astraya's scales? So you're the god that created the scales? To be accurate, I am the keeper of the scales, and the scales are the manifestation of my powers. I have been waiting for you, a human bearer wielding the power of the scales. This world, is this the realm of the gods? This is the world of humans. Naughty divinities can put the god wiggler. It is the same world inhabited by you in a bygone age. We are merely in the far future of that world. This world is our future? This planet, this world lies close to the edge of complete ruin, brought about by the deeds of humans themselves. The end of time. It's more like the end of the world. I descended to this world to prefer my assistance. People were talking about the Ark. So I guess they were gonna leave. And yet I was imprisoned by the very humans I was to help. I was stripped, shamed, and disgraced. I have become a mere subject of observation. I am the final god that believed in the human race. Bearer of the scales, I offer you an accord. Free me from this place. Deal with a god? I am the god that rules over both time and fate. It is a simple task to return the two of you to your original time. That honestly couldn't be any better for us. However, what's the catch? I have but a simple request. These tools that bind me, destroy these restraints and liberate me. Oh, that's surprisingly simple. Well then, let's just go ahead and... You must wait. They are beyond the might of your current selves. The restraints possess defensive capabilities greater than you imagine. I shall also warn you, the ones chasing after you are approaching this area with a powerful weapon. If you attempt to challenge them now, the only future you will face is death. Then what are we supposed to do? Bide your time, for it shall come eventually. When you agree to our accord, that future shall arrive without fail. What do you think? We agree to help free a god and return to our world as compensation. Sounds like a win-win situation. Strike an accord with me. If you do so, I shall return you to your time. You will reach a future where all who are precious to you are saved. Whenever I first saw this... I was like, oh god. Do I want to enter a contract with a deity? Does the story branch if I just say no? What happens? Now, if you say no, I mean, I may as well just let it happen. Let's just see what happens if you say no. It's been a while since I've seen this. So, it was not yet time. Found you. And this thing comes and gets us. The same demon from before? You damned alien. Witness the true power of our mobile weapon. Your chances of winning are 0. Hehehe. Ranker Krishna reporting. I have nothing against you. This is just my duty. This is nothing like before. Can you do it? I think the boss might be invincible. Anyway, instant death if you get hit by any of those. And you don't get to continue before that fight either. Fortunately, we can get back to the question. Hold on, we'll try again. We'll try again because I'm genuinely curious if you can even do damage to her. I see that in the future, humanity has mastered the Wiggle Worm barrier technology. Yeah, that's right. Humanity can create the barriers too. She doesn't have a hurt box. You can't even damage her. I thought you could. She is invincible. She is just invincible. Alright. Well, guess you're just doomed to die there. Alright. She is just invincible. Unless you want me to test something else there. Cam is saying something. Before we strike a deal. So now my involvement with Mugen is coming to mind, because there could be some sort of reversal that'll get her anyway. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that there is a way to do, like, hitbox bypassing damage. The only sources of that I can think of are, like, if you get hit by a status ailment while you're invincible. If you get hit by a status ailment while you're invincible, it still applies the status ailment. So, like, if you could apply bleed to her, but I don't think you get status ailments in this game, not really. It's interesting. It's an interesting thought. Let's make a deal. There we go. Just cast a little blessing on us. You've chosen the right path. I shall wait for another timeline. Parallel world. When you have matured, when you have gained power. Show up with like 5. Oh, shoot, you're right. Oh, I should do that. I should try the screen clear item and see if that even does anything. We'll do it later. I'll just keep a separate save. I shall call you here once again. This is a sign of our accord. It is known as the Box of Time. From among your belongings, choose a single item to place within it. The item's time shall be rewound, and it will regain its original form. A tool of the goddess of time and fate. An artifact called the Box of Time. I think I read about it in a book before. I don't think so. I don't think so, Charon. I think this is fake. I think it's a fake artifact. Box of Time sounds fake. Whenever we place an item inside of, whatever we place inside of it will have its state rewound to an earlier point in time. Time draws near. You must make haste. Use an item you want to return to its original state in front of the Box of Time. Don't forget about items set to the scales. The divine art of opposite pickling. I mean, I can already reverse the time of an item, strictly speaking. If I, if I disassemble this potion, I get its component, fruit, and bottle. I don't know if I need a box for that. What do we got? Technique sealing metal? Probably not. Do we have anything that's like old and withered? Bone. Put a bone in the box and it just sprouts flesh. I don't know. turns into a whole creature. I want to do this just for fun. Can't use it. Okay. So, there is the withered legendary herb. A medicinal herb said to grow near Astraea's scales. Originally had the power to cure all illnesses. Seems like a really convenient thing to restore to its original state, right? Put a skull in the box. Gold skull. Give me a gold skeleton. Okay, never mind. Cannot get a gold skeleton. Alright, fine. Withered legendary herb it is. Again, whenever I first saw this box, I was like, oh god, there's been so many really important decisions for me to make. And I just happened to find out the thing that you're supposed to use. You can't put the skull in the box. I think you can only put the withered herb in the box. The skull is usable because you can like put it on... you can like put it on the pedestals in Chapter Swamp. I think if you put a gold skull in the box, you get a man dying of a very esoteric form of metal poisoning. Now, I think it has to be the herb. I think it's the only way to proceed. Have you done what you needed? Then in accordance with our agreement, I shall return you to the time of Eld. Oh, he just got here. She's the goddess of time and fate. She just kind of compressed time a little bit there. You damned alien. Witness the true power of our mobile weapon. Your chances of winning are 0. Ranker Krishna reporting. Go forth, my bear. Return to the ancient times. What? She gonna cast a spell? That damn monster. Even in this state she has power? Could you imagine if that boy was still here? He's just like, wait, how'd you get back here? We've been saved. It was like we were dreaming. An inorganic world with technologies that can capture even a god. So that's our future. And the human race falls into ruin by their own actions. After seeing that world without plants, I can't help but think that it's inevitable. And above all else, we made a deal with a god. Seems like you'll have to return to that world at some point. Sorry, partner, but when that time comes, can I, be excused? Gonna need your help, dude. Ah, you're right. I'm worried about Kuro, too. Let's return to Elizus. The Wiggles are what got us out of that situation. That's true. There were many forms of wiggling in that entire situation, so let's just be glad that we're out of that. And move on. Let's go save Kuro with our magical herb that cures all disease. Can I put it on the scales? I can. I don't think that's wise. We're about to feed it to a person. Watch the paralytic bite. Oh, I broke the turtle out of that. Get out of here. Take that. Okay. Gotta heal up. I actually also need to be mining a bit. Yeah, so crazy future world part of the game, that is what got me really invested. Because I was like, God, I can't wait to see what we do about this. I can't wait to see how the timelines, like, connect. Because for some reason, I was like, I had, like, this really crazy viewpoint that, like, the timelines were interweaving. In my mind, whenever I played that part, I imagined all of the timelines were, like, interweaving strands of DNA connecting together into one conclusion at the very end, with like a big orb of light at the end representing the end of time. And that the end of time was like this super esoteric thing. Because for some reason, certain phrases really set my imagination off. So I was very excited by that entire bit of the game. I'm gonna check something real quick. Because we're also kind of approaching the point where I get, like, my favorite crafting recipe. Is that not what's going on? I don't know. Let's play on and find out. All I'm saying is I had an extremely vivid picture. Like a very vivid, precise picture of a very specific thing. All kind of brought on by just the phrase multiple timelines followed up with end of time. And it was super cool. I don't often like experience that, I should also say. That's not normally a feeling that I get. Where I get super excited by that kind of thing. Or where I just start imagining things super vividly. That just doesn't really happen to me usually. So basically, I had a time when I was playing this game the first time. Okay, we got the herbs. I guess we'll use them? Use. Yeah. Hey, she's still unconscious. She can't chew on the herb, you know. You should chew them and give them to her mouth to mouth. That way you can benefit from them as well. I don't think we have any diseases. They're generally removed within a few seconds. Your first kiss? Who cares about that? If you value that more than a human life, then, well, there's not much else I can say. I suppose you could see if the peddler sells a mortar and pestle, but if you don't make it back in time, it'll be your fault. I think it's best we deal with this as quickly as possible. I'm also making this decision because it just helps. What? So you'll do it after all? In that case, get on with it. If you have to give a medicine to an unconscious person, this really is the best method. Just fade to black. Fade to black, acquire love. That's how that goes. Alright. Not in that way. Just, I don't know, it's a very abstract key item, okay? Don't worry about it. Alright, you've done a good job. Let's just forget about this, Charon. Just not talk about it. We had to do it, it was urgent. Alright? That's all there is to it. We've done what we can. All we can do now is pray. While we wait, we should do what we can. Let's try gathering info about any other boats in the village. When Kuro wakes up, I'm sure she'll yell at us if we've done nothing. She'll probably think we used the flowers. If she knows about them, I mean. Wait. How? You used the white flowers. Oh, she did know. For only a few more days of life, I'll have to stare death in the face once again. Do they not understand how that feels? Dear hero, could he not sense my resolution? I wonder how many days I have until I die. And now we're just Kuro, by the way. This is a very weird moment in the game where you're just Kuro. I can cast spell. Yeah. Slide. Just slide along your ground, don't worry about it. I can't help but think if you were playing as Kuro, you'd be really overpowered, because you just have this eternal projectile shield. Oh, you can't dodge. Oh, you can block, though. She has a block animation? Really? That is wild. Does she do that if she's like your companion? Alright. Ooh, can I talk to him? Talk to Pig Boy. Hey. Oh, he doesn't have much to say to me. Yes. I am the Black Witch of Belcade Village. I would like to buy iron armor to protect me while I cast my spells. Alright, anyway. Whoa, you've recovered. Your partner worked so hard dashing here and there. If you're looking for him, he went out. You gotta show him how well you are as soon as you can. Are you better? I'm so glad. It's truly wonderful. He did all he could to find the remedy. My man? So the secret of the domain lies within the church. Oh. Oh? Cured basically instantly. Yes, I'm fine for now, but it's only for now. You used the white flowers. This would be a really good time for him to just say that he didn't. Were you not aware? There is no miracle cure for this illness. The white flowers merely grant a brief extension to one's remaining time. You knew, yet you still use them? ASTLIBRA protagonist. Are you not going to tell her? I was already prepared. At that moment, I could pass on without being afraid. But now, are you asking me to live in fear? Fear of an approaching death that could strike any day? Did you think I'd be pleased? Well, she's a lot angrier than I... Please. Just tell her. I'm glad we didn't end up using the white flowers, Charon says to ASTLIBRA protagonist. Huh? Miscommunications galore. Legendary herb? Are you talking about the fairy tale? The fabled herb said to grow near the pedestal where Astria's scales are enshrined? Do you really think this is the proper time to joke around? I owe you my life, but I've completely misjudged you. Does she believe us? My master. Of course, he also has the ability to use the ancestral magic. That's why. He's been looking for those herbs for 30 years. To find a way to combat the illness that would arise should the forbidden spells ever be used too much. Unfortunately, all of the herbs are withered and useless. Someone took Astria's scales long ago, and the pedestal has sat empty to this day. In other words, even if that fairy tale is true, it's impossible to gather the legendary herb. Well, let's see. First off, we met a village of ghosts and picked up those legendary scales. Then we took the withered herbs from that time and brought them far into the future, where we met with a god. You know, hearing it from my own mouth, it really does sound completely made up. Dear hero, I can't believe you would say this much as well. Did you really? Is it all true? I can't believe you believe us. It feels like we've all been experiencing are unbelievable things. For now, we can give you all the details back at the end. After you've heard everything, you can decide whether you want to believe us or not. It would actually be wild to be this protagonist, and every time you tell anyone anything, they just don't believe you. Every time you open your mouth, they're like, this doesn't make any sense. You're telling me you went back in time and did this stuff. Does Kuro not know her time travel? I think she does know her time travelers. So I guess she would maybe believe us that we went to the future and met with a god. It just sounds a little bit far-fetched. Then that happened, and now here we are. Because she knows about the scales. Oh, it really does sound like a joke, right? But that's the journey we've taken so far. Every word is true. Hard to believe, huh? I believe you. I understand it really is an unbelievable... Wait, really? That time you helped us all. Why Gao is headed towards a Cressenon carrying a pair of scales. If your story is true, all these events and more start to become more consistent. Oh, is that so? You really believe us? It was definitely worth the long talk. Before I noticed, it became pitch black outside. Literally telling the story all day. Ah, you were sent through time without the scales in your possession, right? That means Gao, who has the scales right now, is... Right. He was supposed to feel the consequences of what we were doing, wasn't he? That sorcerer you met in your dream, if what he said was true, then right now Gao is... Thinking about it isn't gonna help. Don't worry about my illness. Let's continue on with our journey. I'll do all I can to help in the few days I have left. So after I'm gone, please make sure you save Gao. Kuro, what are you saying? Were you not listening to any of that story? I'm not sure what exactly you're misunderstanding, but we had you use the legendary herb. What? Oh, that's right. She she was so resigned to death that she just didn't believe it. Huh? Then a cure for any and all illnesses. That's supposed to be its selling point. By all accounts, you should be completely healed. No way. Impossible. Even Master had given up hope. What's this? Why? Tears are just falling of their own accord. What's wrong with me? I'm sorry. To be honest, I was so scared. I was afraid of losing everything. Everything that I'd seen, felt. I was scared of losing it all. This is a miracle created by all sorts of coincidences. Perhaps Estrella was aware of it all. Fate is telling you that it isn't your time yet. I can live. Thank you. Thank you. The wizard was like, yeah, if anyone's got the herb, it's those guys. Make sure you go travel with them. Villagers! What the? Goddess is lamenting. She believes it will be difficult to sustain the domain if things continue like this. Lots happening. It appears to be coming from outside the inn. At any rate, that's a loud voice. Therefore, we shall be conducting the ritual of gratitude once again tonight. God's children chosen to be honorable priestesses are humbly asked to proceed to the church. A ritual of gratitude at the church. Hey, remember what the boatman said? The story about the goddess's domain? Yeah, we've got to maintain the domain. There's some sort of barrier that prevented demons from entering the area. No matter how many boats we can borrow, we'll never be able to reach a Cressenon so long as the seas are filled with monsters. We might be able to find a solution if we can figure out what this domain is. You're right. A boat won't be able to leave the domain. We may be able to determine if the domain can be expanded or maybe even moved. Actually, while you were asleep yesterday, we gathered some information. The center of the goddess's domain, as expected, is the church. So the domain is emanating outwards from the church. As that loud voice said earlier, some kind of ritual is going to be held there. It might have something to do with the domain. Let's head to the church and see what's happening. Okay. Protagonist does seem to just be asleep. Busy day? Your body's sore. Good grief. Kuro's just recovered from her illness, but even she's already up. Grumble, grumble. Don't think we won't just leave you behind, he says, knowing full well that he won't. Alright. Let's find out more about this domain. Oh. Oh, it's this guy. Who's gonna protect his older sister? My sister has been chosen as a priestess. She's been chosen, but aren't you happy about it? Why would that make me happy? I'm sorry. Of course an outsider wouldn't know. Is it about the sacrifices? Are they still doing that here? I'm not supposed to say. They say talking about it would take away the domain's effect. I'm powerless. I followed my sister here, but I'm unable to do anything. Does seem a bit arbitrary that talking about it would cause the domain to lose its effect. Well, we'll just have to check. Outsiders aren't supposed to enter the church. If you anger the priest, the domain will be erased for sure. Oh, but... what is it? We'll do all we can help. We'll do all we can to help. If you tell him you want to be a priestess, you might be able to do something? I see. Thank you for telling us. Sis. Volunteer Kuro as a priestess, huh? Okay. Sounds like a plan. Looks like this door has been sealed by magic. The serpent goddess has created a potent plot barrier. Talk to this guy. Who are you? You don't appear to be villagers. I ask that you leave immediately. Your presence will displease the goddess. You must be the honorable priest of this church. We are travelers headed towards the north, but we simply had to stop at Elysis on our journey. We would merely like to offer our prayers to the great and venerable goddess that sustains this domain. If these actions are rude, then we shall vacate this place immediately. Oh, to the goddess. Indeed. I am Edwin, the priest of this village. This is the Church of Meldine, the goddess of beauty and bonds. Before you stands the divine sculpture of the goddess. Please, feel free to offer your prayers. The goddess Meldine. I thought I heard that she took the form of a serpent. Doesn't look much like a serpent, no. Unless she's just got like serpent legs. Ah, that's right. No one has ever seen a god before. The statue must have been created from their imagination. Word is spreading of the domain. All miracles are possible thanks to the power of our magnificent, wonderful goddess. Her hair looks like snakes? Oh, maybe. Can we see it? She could be like a Medusa, yeah. If you too wish to receive her grace, then you should consider joining our town of Elysis and becoming followers of her faith. It does look a little bit like that. Yeah. Like snakes flowing behind her through her hair. The miracles of the domain. What wonderful power. The very idea just moves me so. I mean, we were just hoping we could get a blessing from Meldine while we sailed north. That's all we really need. Oh, so you've understood the faith. Such beauty is truly wasted on an outsider. Ah, the beauty of your faith, that is. Excuse me, a short while ago I heard a voice resounding through the village. I believe you mentioned something about the ritual of gratitude? Ah, the ritual. It is a sacred rite for showing our appreciation and faith to the goddess who protects our village and allows us to fish. I ask that you refrain from prying any further. I cannot reveal any details to outsiders. It may incur the wrath of the goddess. Really? Because it seems like she would want as many people to know as possible about the ritual, you know? The reason for my travels is to find a church worthy enough for me to dedicate my body to serve God. I wish to dedicate myself to this church, for it protects the peace of its followers and allows Lady Meldine's miracles to manifest for all. The ritual of gratitude. I have heard that it requires a priestess. With all due respect, could you not accept me? We're nailing all the persuasion rolls. Oh, so you're a true follower of God. I can tell by your conduct that your body and heart are dedicated to your faith. It seems as though you have the right qualities to be a priestess. I would like nothing more than to accept you, however. Yes? Perhaps it is fine. Allow me to explain. The ritual of gratitude is conducted in the ceremonial shrine. Through the use of God's powers, the shrine is sealed by a door that prohibits men. During the ritual, which is to say, tonight, the door will open only for a pair of maidens. If I am to allow you to become a priestess, you must find another maiden to join you. Judging by his appearance, your companion appears to be a man. If you return to me with another maiden, I promise I shall allow you to replace the current pair of priestesses. The current pair? Where are they right now? Offering their prayers at the shrine. When night falls and the time of the ritual arrives, the door will open and they will be led inside the shrine, where they will convey their gratitude to the goddess. I'm afraid he's not going to let us view the shrine. The only ones permitted to visit it are priestesses offering their prayers. I cannot allow any others to approach it. I understand. Then I shall come again. Return with another young woman. If you do, you shall be a priestess tonight. We'll just have to find someone to travel into there with Kuro. It's definitely going to be how this is going to go. The mood was heavier than I expected. If the only way to investigate the church is if Kuro becomes a priestess, but for her to become a priestess, we'll need to find another one. Is it time for an FF7? We'll see. The protagonist does look fairly effeminate, I suppose. It's happened before, so... It appears that we'll have to find a woman that can help us. From the way that boy was acting earlier, being a priestess isn't exactly a desirable job. He really did not seem happy about it at all. I'm not sure if we'll be able to find any woman that wants to be a priestess. But, well, it seems like this is our only way forward. Let's find another woman by tonight. If we miss our chance tonight, we'll have to wait until the next ritual. Ask around at the village. If the number of girls keeps going down, soon this village is just going to be men and old men. Okay. What about this guy? Do you know anything about women? I can't do anything without my sister. Will I even have a reason to live? It's not happy. Do you know anything? I think they've chosen the priestesses. It's an honorable thing, right? What day will my turn come? Hopefully never. What about this guy? Oh, it's you lot. Ah, that's right, the boat. You all can have it. Why all of a sudden? I stayed in this village, I made my living as a fisherman. I did it all to protect my daughter, Amelia. But she's been chosen as a priestess. She's already left for the church. She's never coming back. Seems like being a priestess isn't such a good thing after all. Please, tell us what you know. If there's anything we can do, we will gladly help you. The domain, the goddess, I don't give a shit about either anymore. I'll tell you what I know. There's a legend that's been passed down in this village. It says that within the shrine that lies at the heart of the village, there rests a legacy of the gods, the Shield of Laya. I've heard of that item before. It's a legendary artifact with the power to purge all evil. One day, that priest showed up and built a church above the shrine. That's when the domain emerged, believed to be a manifestation of the goddess's power. The village was freed from the threat of the demons. The domain could be the power of an artifact. But all artifacts are said to be protected by divine beasts, and humans are no match for them. I haven't got a clue how he did it. At any rate, things would have been fine if the story ended there. With that priest, from then on he started holding rituals on a regular basis, enlisting the villagers to serve as priestesses. The priestesses make for the church, but none of them ever come back. What? This whole thing is sounding even shadier. I don't know why we're beating around the bush here. I think we all know what's going on. So if we can get to the shrine. Nobody's been able to get near the shrine without permission. But in the old days, there was a way to reach from the east coast. Hold on a second now. That was years ago. Since the priest arrived, there's been no way to reach the east coast. There used to be a path down there, but the priest said it was dangerous and blocked up the way. Thanks for lending me an ear. You're the only ones who've been sympathetic to me. I used to think that it was just someone else's problem, but then my daughter got chosen. No, I probably knew this would happen all along. I've had enough. I've got no right to upset the peace in this village. It's enough that you all heard me out. I've got nothing left after that. I'll join my daughter later. We will find a way to reach the east coast. If you give up now, everything will be over. But this situation isn't the end. Alright, I'm gonna save the villagers. Thank you. Help my Amelia. Alright. So, East Coast, then. Also, I'm just gonna check the shop for no particular reason. Time to kill a divine beast and ruin the domain? Maybe. There's a number of ways to approach this situation, realistically speaking. Have you heard of a thing called gunpowder? It's a powder that explodes when set alight. They say you can make a bomb that can shatter fragile walls if it's processed correctly. Well, I don't think it's something the average person could make. Do you want to show me gunpowder? Edwin was shouting again. Just saying, I think I'm gonna need some gunpowder here pretty soon. Some cactus fruit. As well. It is pretty concerning that he's like, hey, have you ever heard of explosives? You walk up to a craftsman and he's like, man, gunpowders are really cool. I've been reading up about gunpowder, and the applications are widely varied, and just happen to be in line with everything that I would like to do in the near future. And if you look at his desk, it's just got like the plans for the church and the weak spots on it, because he's trying to help out the village in his own way. May as well anger the goddess, right? Like, I mean, if everyone's screwed anyway. Blue silver shield. Alright. I'm not sure exactly what I need to do. Do I just need to go to the East Coast? Nope, I need to gather information in the village. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. See what more information we can get. Don't care about him. Oh! Hello. Where were you earlier? Taking them to the shrine, I guess? I am truly amazed. I never believed that someone could recover from magic-induced illness. That's literally what it's called. She's the one who diagnosed your condition, Kuro. She also told us about the white flowers. I see, but she's with the church, isn't she? All of you appear to carry a special fate. It seems as if you are free from the bonds of the goddess. Please, take these. Gunpowder? I believe you are currently in need of these. Yeah? Okay. So who wants to explain why everybody has gunpowder? So far, 2 people in this village have a profound interest in gunpowder. Why are you giving us these? The will of God. That's it. God told me that you need gunpowder, so I made sure to source some gunpowder right away. Thank you. May the future you strive for be filled with light. There we go. Now the shop has gunpowder. Alright. Perfectly normal village. Oh. Mokun had a speech for me. Oops. I'm sure he was talking about how gunpowder is for sale in his shop. I'm going to grab a couple more, because we're going to need some of that. Let's see. Oh, there's actually something else I wanted to check. You can put that on the scales. Let's replace the quiver. I'm gonna try something silly. If I put a reset potion on the scales, can I buy another one? No. Okay. That's fair enough. I was wondering if you could just take a bunch of respecs with you. But no, if they're on the scales, they're still in your inventory. I just need to find my quivers. There it is. Quiver. Perfect balance. Okay, so there's a little bit of crafting you can do with this. Gunpowder. Yep, gunpowder plus a refining kit gets you a bomb. Just a big old cartoon round bomb. But I have the advanced synthesis recipes as well. And if I combine a bomb with an arrow, I can get a bullet. Yeah! Yeah, that's how bullets are made. Just wrap an arrow in gunpowder. Let's go ahead and disassemble that for now, though. Get my arrow back. Now, this is the thing that got me messaging my friends about this game. Because this is when I learned a wacky fact about this game. If you combine a bomb and a bottle, you get a gunpowder bullet. And it's the same result item as this other recipe, right? So what happens if you disassemble this? This bullet, made from a bomb and a bottle, you get the bomb back and an arrow. Which means we have acquired the means to craft an unlimited amount of arrows by converting bottles into them, which is not useful at all. It's really expensive for no reason. But You can convert bottles into arrows by this process. In case you wanted to do that. Step 1, travel back to the future and start stealing the glass from people's windows. Step 2, transmute glass bottles into wooden arrows. Step 3, build a house out of wooden arrows. Oh, step 3, you plant the arrow shafts to return trees to the land. Oh my god. With the ability to craft an unlimited amount of arrows out of glass, we will no doubt be able to save the future. You're right. You're absolutely right. Oh my god. You mentioned I love this video game. Oh, we've actually gotten a couple new food items as well. Put 2 white cubes together and you get dongo. Strawberry and milk gives you strawberry a lot. Late. I need a pie crust and this thing, sponge cake, pie crust. You can craft these things, strawberry crepe, and a shortcake. I think that's it. So yeah. Oh, is there anything advanced with those? No. Well, I'm never getting that bottle back. That's okay. Move on. So what do we do now? Blow some stuff up, I guess. Oh, actually. There's a whole bunch of stuff to blow up. I think there's a block over here. Mochi, that's what that is. Need mochi to make dongo. Can't believe we already have the means to save the end of time. We gotta go find that angry boy again. See if he can send us there. Oh, right. I don't need a bomb for this. Do you see that off texture down there? The game is still presenting us with uses for the goblin stone plate. That's how you get under the bridge. It's highly dangerous down here, by the way. Very restrictive location. There you go. Alright. I've done it. I've explored under the bridge. The goblins invent some kind of goblin skeleton key. There's a little up arrow on the bridge to activate. So the goblins invent some sort of goblin skeleton key, or is this world just filled with goblin doors? I think what it is that goblins once lived in this location before the domain drove them away. Right? It's the only logical explanation. And they buried that door into the ground there so that you could get here and get this magical crystal. That, or there's a secret society of ancients that realized that they could hide all of their technology behind goblin doors, knowing that the goblins would be too stupid to take advantage of their technology. Which might be a brilliant plan. That might just be ingenious. And actually, that story is a lot funnier. I actually think that story is just brilliant. Dragon Staff formula. Anyway, I'm scouring around for some chests. There was that one I definitely remembered, but I'm gonna poke around a little bit more. There's nothing here, and I already got the one down here. Okay, so I can head back. I will fight the enemies on the way back. I think I'm just gonna need some resources. Kind of like the idea of an ancient race that doesn't invent their own solution for every problem. Like, there isn't a magical, like, sealing door technology that is ancient only or something. They're just like, nobody cares about the goblins. We'll just store our stuff with them. It's just such a smart idea. And by the way, unrelated, after playing Persona 5 Strikers, this game's combat is so crunchy, it's kind of throwing me off. Like, very slightly. It might just be because I've been playing for a while. But it feels like I'm just grinding through them. Like, it feels like I'm just cutting through metal with a circular saw or something. Like, it's just how it feels whenever I'm doing the combat today. I think that's actually a pretty apt description, if I do say so myself. Oh. It's honestly not even just, like, warrior specific, right? Like, even if I were, like, playing Bayonetta or something, just like a regular video game, I would be playing this and being like, holy crap, we're basically just fighting gods at the moment. I legitimately died. Uh-oh. We'll never make it back now. Being dead makes it quite difficult to return to where you were. I actually also thought I had a Mokyun doll. Is it just in my... Yeah, it is. I'm okay with that. I wouldn't have wanted to spend it on, like, a slime anyway. Perhaps I need to actually use my defensive options. Yeah, yeah. You also get to decline the Mokyun doll if you want to. Like, if you don't want to use the Mokyun doll, you can just say, no, I don't want to use it. I was just a bit confused because I forgot what my scale setup was. Because it's just been a while. What do I have? Defense cards. God, I have defense cards. I'm still taking a lot of damage. And petrification resistance. I don't really need the petrify resistance anymore. What do I need? Like bleed? Bleed resistance or defense or something? Do I have another 31? Just sort light to heavy. See if I can grab another 31. Defense, experience, attack. This is slightly off. But I can also replace this with a 20, perhaps. I'm gonna die and then instantly forget everything I equipped. Health recovery seems good. Yeah, that's fine. Let's be not a fool. There we go. You can tell why I hate these slimes, by the way. They're absolute menaces. They're like just one of the most dangerous standard enemies in the game to me. They just hit at such a long range. Like, even a two-hander is not enough to stay out of their reach. That's not what I want. Don't do that. Oh. I am very lucky to be alive right now, by the way. That was a bad petrify. I ended up on the ledge. So that's exactly what I needed in that exact situation. Alright. So I'm thinking what I do for now is I just go around and get some treasure. Maybe do the bomb things. Or rather, like, get access to the area on the East Coast. Hold on a second. Did I save? Like, already nearly dead. Maybe we, like, go through the path from the East Coast. And then call it there. I don't want to go for too much longer. I'm just getting, like, physically kind of sleepy. It's gonna still be a ways, though. This is still a fair amount of things to bomb. Some monsters to fight. And it'll be the first time I haven't completed an entire chapter in ASTLIBRA in one session. Which I argue is a step forward. The mark of me actually taking breaks and giving myself a rest whenever I need it. There's still a fair amount left to this chapter, so we're not like, you know, quitting right at the end of the chapter or anything. I know there's a fair bit left to do. Magical power card, that's quite nice. Not that I really intend to use stat boosters. Okay, so to the right here is another treasure chest. And this asshole slime, who is the worst creature that this developer has ever created. Worst thing. Get out of here. Who invited you to this game, Shell Slime? I mean, you're cute, actually, so never mind. I don't, like, hate your existence, but I do wish you had a better attack. Okay. This is a bombable block. Now, check this out, right? I'm about to use a bomb, and you have to be really careful with bombs, as they are known to, in video games, typically deal self-damage and have quite a substantially large blast radius. And I think you really should take a look at what this bomb's going to do. Look at how slow it is to activate. Drop it on the ground, and the blast radius is like 1 foot. It doesn't... I'm going to be real. If the bomb is not touching an object, it will not damage it. I have never seen a creature use this shell this aggressively. Oh, shield charge. This is a new move. Press jump while guarding allows you to advance a fixed distance with your guard still up. This technique is effective when you wish to escape from a bad situation. So if I pull out a one-hander and a shield, I'll be able to actually use it. Let's see. Get to some flat ground, like here. Here it is. That's what it looks like. You advance a fixed distance with shield charge enabled. You can also use it in midair. And the whole time you'll just be guarding, so you won't take any damage to your hit points while you're doing it. I don't hugely like this whoop, but I think it's an okay move. It doesn't fit my playstyle. My playstyle, which is to be super aggro and move as little as possible. The slow defensive move that moves you a bunch isn't doesn't quite line up with how I play this game. But I do think it is probably like quite high utility, especially in some fights if there's like a lot of bullets flying around or something. There's definitely situations where you'd want it. It's a good swoop though. Let's see. And we need to go this way. And I think, fortunately, you only need 2 bombs. In total this chapter. Alright. I'm going to do the thing that I said I would... I'm going to try to demonstrate the thing I tried to show earlier. I'm going to place a bomb here. About, like, I don't know, half of a block away from those blocks. And it misses. Do you see how uncannily small this blast radius is? You need the bomb to be right there. Or it doesn't work. There we go. The hitbox of the bomb is so janky. It's kind of hilarious. It's an extremely safe bomb. Highly controlled detonation. There's nothing dangerous about this bomb. I'm gonna really not want to die here. Go away, shelled creature! Get out of here. Also, really be careful about the turtles. That lightning attack is not pleasant. There we go. Those urchins are really annoying, by the way. They do contact damage. A substantial amount of it as well. And if you get hit by their contact damage, then you're in a lot of trouble, because you start bleeding as well. And I don't remember if we've like experienced a lot of bleed this playthrough, but because it's just been a while. But bleed, instances of bleed damage do prevent you from using healing items. So it is a really bad situation to be in if you're bleeding. So naturally, the time you want to be bleeding most is whenever you have just taken a large amount of damage from touching an urchin. I've never, like, died to it, but I've always been very scared. By the way, we can pop back up here into the church. And there's a little lore. Dragon King Alchemist. We'll have to read about that. This is the save point I was hoping to get to. The door that prohibits men. Alright. And I think this might be a... Debating whether we look at the cutscene now. We might actually just look at the cutscene now. But first I want to check out the Dragon King. Just want to read about him. Dragon King Alchemist is the god that governs power and darkness. He is depicted as a graceful man in black armor with lion-esque spiky hair, carrying the magic sword Arondite. He possesses mighty power and is known to be feared among the gods. He is said to assume a neutral stance towards humans and takes an interest in those who demonstrate their power. Legend has it that he is always sleeping. Although he is sometimes referred to as the Dragon King, the existence of dragons has only surfaced in fairy tales, but has never been verified. Some say he left the human world with other gods, while others say he still sleeps somewhere in the depths of the world, in a place called the Dragon's Lair. In mythological tales, his graceful looks have captured the hearts of female fans, and stories of his love affair with the goddess Estrella are popular among the public. However, both are often portrayed as secretive because they are hard-nosed and reserved. Is this like an enemies to lovers situation? Is Estrella like the goddess of light and fate, and Alchemist is the god of darkness and power? Enemies to lovers? Is that why there's such fiction about it? How good is this sword? It's around 8. It's 8. Somewhere around there. Somewhere approximate to neutral. Alright. Also, I think we can low-key kind of technically access Geraldine and Lysolot. It's just not really... I mean, access. Not really. Okay. That is a sign I'm getting tired. Okay, so I'm trying to think, right? What happens in the plot here? We talk to them and we go on a quest. Okay. We'll talk to them, get our quest, and then I'll stop for the night after that. They're gonna help us out. Give us an idea. Amelia, this may be it for us. We may be in an... Oh, God. We may be in an awful situation, but I'm happy I'm with you at the end, at least. What are you saying? You decided this has to be the end. Hey, here at the end, let's do it like we did at the end that time. Eleanor, why are you bringing this up now? This isn't the time. I don't plan on dying just yet. You say that, but why don't you be more honest like you usually are? I don't think we should be listening to this conversation. Hello. Didn't mean to eavesdrop or anything. You guys, how long have you been here? Well, what's with that face? You heard it all, didn't you? Come to the inn later. I'll make it a night. You won't forget. Is she by? Oh, never mind. What's with that reaction? She doesn't actually seem that upset. She just comes on to everybody. Oh, I see. Just here to rescue. Wait, rescue? Help actually came? Hooray! Amelia, calm down. Can't imagine it will be that easy. You're right. If we go back to the village now, the ritual will fail. The priest will be furious. Maybe not just him either. The domain could end up disappearing, and even worse than that, someone from the village may end up killing us. I mean, I'd take your chances with the villagers. I think you could take them on. This just seems like ritual sacrifice to me. It's reached the point where all people can do is rely on the domain. They're wholly dependent on it. If someone were to disturb the current peace, there are many that simply want to save their own kin. That's why there's a history of turning a blind eye. So many priestesses are sent to their deaths. It can't be. If it's for my dad, I'll accept being a priestess. I prepared for this from the... Your dad isn't gonna survive this situation either. Probably. He's not gonna be able to handle it. If my brother Emil is safe, that's all I care about. But still, thanks. You came all the way here to help us. That kinda makes me happy. Please don't give up. We'll find a way to sort this out. But the priest made me a promise. If I can return to the church with another young woman, he said that I could become a priestess. He'll allow me to take your places. Oh no. Have you gone insane? I am a sorceress after all. Whatever happens beyond that door, I will come back alive. Atta girl. I'll be coming too, of course. She does have like that barrier spell. She could probably just handle herself. Dear hero, you'll be coming along as well. It'll be impossible to find another priestess right now. We know that no one else will volunteer. However, I believe I have thought of a solution. It's a nice idea if I do say so myself. We have nothing to worry about. From here on, leave it to me. You... I knew you'd be lovely. Yeah, somehow I'm starting to think things will work out. So what sort of plan have you thought up? Return to Eliza's and speak to the peddler. I'll explain from there. Alright. Next time, we speak to the peddler. I probably don't need to, it's probably not worth hiding it. We're gonna pull an FF7 next time I play ASTLIBRA Revision. It's the only way this scenario made sense anyway, isn't it? Actually, I'm curious about something before I stop. Okay. It didn't remember the climactic music. I was hoping. Alright. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you had a wild time with ASTLIBRA. And I hope to play it again soon. Lots happened today. And there's gonna be plenty more next time I play. Our protagonist friend is quite a looker either way. Hi Plutia. I'm sleepy, so bad news. Bad news, I need bed. Remember when we went to the end of time and it wasn't the end yet? Yeah. I mean, that's how it always is in these time travel games. You go to the end of time like 20% of the way through the game. Every time.